Hey, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Today is Friday, June 7th, 2019. And here's my email that I received from TopStepTrader telling me congratulations, welcome to the funded trader family. And it's a kind of a form letter, but what's kind of cool about it is Michael has a minute message to you. That's kind of nice. That's a nice little added touch that TopStepTrader's added since last time I've been funded. And there's some new nuances now that you can pick from. And specifically, what we want to cover is the difference between the pro account and the funded account, as you see right here on this FAQ that they put out. Now, into this, there's another email that's sent out, and John Hoagland, it talks about the differences of why they did the pro account, and you don't have to go into the pro account. If you want to, you can go into the funded account, but there is some things that are kind of cool about the pro account. So let's kind of cover them here, and that they basically, it's in the FAQ. So it says pro account, funded account. So let's get our screen draw tool out, and I'm looking right here. Now, one of the biggest things that I would tell you about, if you're trading more than one market at TopStepTrader, now I only trade the CL market, so I only pay $105 if I decided to go funded. But if you are trading in, say, you're trading in the CME, and you're trading in the the CBOT, and you're trading in the NYMEX, and you're trading in the COMEX. Let's say that you're trading in all of these markets right there. You think it's just 105, but that's not true. It's 105 times 4, which would be what, 420? And that would be your monthly fee that you'd have to pay for professional trading fees if you were in each one of these markets. So I'm only in the NYMEX with just day trading the CL market. This is my understanding of how that works. Per exchange, you must purchase access to your platform if required. The exchange data fees are $105 per exchange per month. So each of these exchanges, depending upon what you're trading, so if you're trading the the ES, and you're trading gold, and you're trading crude oil, those are in 3 different markets. This is in the CME, this is in the COMEX, and this is in the NYMEX. So that right there would mean that you'd be paying $315 a month on their professional exchange fees over here on that 105. So one of the biggest advantages that you got is to build that 5K up, right? And be able to offset that exchange fees once you get up to this level. So that's a huge benefit if you're trading multiple different accounts right now, or I mean, not multiple accounts, but multiple different markets. So if you're trading more than one market, now that's a huge advantage right there to be able to get there. Now, the probably outside of that, the biggest advantage that you got is that, one, your fees are all stopped right now. There is no fee being charged. Like for me, the $150 a month is now waived since you're in this pro account. So that's what they say. There's no fees. There's no additional platform fees. There's no fees right now. And you only have the reset. So if a problem does come up, let's say you hit your $1,500 in the 30,000 account, you hit your $1,500 drawdown in your account, you're not going to step 1. I used to have redevelopment, right? That's not there. Redevelopment's no longer available at TopStepTrader. Now, if redevelopment was available, I would go back and I would have selected the funded account. But I also would want them to have my simulator available. They've told me that there is no such and such free simulator, but you can get it through here with the pro account. So, and that's a CTS T4 specific thing that I have to have, right? Anyway, so I think that's two of the biggest changes that I see. And the reason that I went pro for the most part, there were three reasons. One, I want my simulator. Well, I like that simulator, and I like the ability to be able to trade that up to 5K, and then they're going to turn that into real money. Now, once that real money, I'm going to ask for a check to come out, probably in the amount of 2K, and I'm going to have 3K left in the account. That's double what you normally would have, right? You have a 1,500 drawdown. This will give me a double of the withdrawal, double the drawdown, and that's kind of my thought process right now. Withdraw 2K, pay myself, right? Pay myself 2,000 and take the 3,000 and use that to be the funded account, the premier funded account is what they call it once you switch over. So you switch that, it turns to real money. So that turns into real money at $5,000. I'll take the 2,000 and I'll trade on the 3. That'd still be double the amount of what I normally had in funded account. I think I can make it work with this. Now, in the pro account, all the other rules apply. So the 1,500 max drawdown, the $500 max daily loss, all that stuff is still in effect. The biggest advantage that you got is not going all the way back to step 1 if you fail the funded account. If you elect the funded account and you fail, you're going back to step 1. You're going back to the $150 plus any resets that you need to make to get there. So this makes it, you know, if you're extremely confident in what you're doing and you believe that you can make it without having anything to have to go back, then obviously the funded account would be the solution. If you say, for instance, you're using their own trading platform, but one of the disadvantages that I have is the funded platform does not have some of the bells and whistles that the other one has. So, and I've talked about this before, so the TopStepTrader, excuse me, the CTS T4 platform, the simulator has more of the advanced features in it, and I need those. Well, I don't need them, I want them. So I want to be able to utilize the charts the way I like it. And what I'll have is I'll have this, even after the fact is over, I'll still have this as the ability to use this and able that to enable me to once I get in the other side of it, to be able to take this and go in and just only have to have the price action, the dome. So I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. So the funded trader dome would stay basically the same, and that would be the only thing I'd have open on the funded trader side. And then I'd have my pro account open up here that I would have all the charts and all the bells and whistles that I'm already accustomed to have. So I'm trying, I guess hopefully that explains that. One of the other big advantages is that you get to start quickly too. So you start within 1 to 2 business days. So for this, I just signed up for it today being Friday. I would expect that Monday or Tuesday I should have access to my pro account to be able to start trading again, and then build up to the $5,000. Now there is some things inside there that you got to follow, but you know, for the most part, you have a good amount of time to get to the next level. I don't know. You know, part of me wants to go straight to the funded, but I think the biggest disadvantage right now is that I'd have to come up with a way to pay for all the exchange fees plus the funded the other side of this too to collect. So I want that simulator. I want that. I want the charts to look the same way that I'm accustomed to, and I want to build the $5,000. I want to be able to use positive slippage and some of the things that I'm accustomed to be able to continue to build this, turn that money into real money, withdraw some of that money out because they're giving it to you. They say, hey, it's real money once it transfers over. Or you can close out if you want to. The disadvantage to that, let's say that you build your account to 3,000, you're just done with TopStepTrader. Well, you can request to send that money over to your premier funded account, and then you can withdraw the whole amount of money. And once you withdraw that money, it is a closed account, and so therefore you'd have to start all over again, back to step one. So the biggest advantage of the pro account is that you're going back to step two. So it's kind of like you're in a redevelopment going back into step two to go back into the pro account again. So that is you're cutting out a step along the way. Plus, you're not paying the $105 a month exchange fees. You're going to build up some equity to be able to pay and allow TopStepTrader and your profits to pay all the exchange fees and all the other things that you would have. And like I said, if you're trading a couple markets right now, like I talked about the ES, the NQ, you're trading gold and you're trading silver, I mean not silver, you're trading crude oil, you're trading across multiple different markets, each one of those exchanges that you open up is $105. So that's one of the main reasons why I only, at TopStepTrader, why I only pick one market. I hope I've made that perfectly clear about why I do what I do and how I do it. Now, last but not least, I wanted to go over my step two that won. All the green check marks here. There was a success. Hey, welcome, you made it. You're successful. Blah 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 up here. And so the 32,007. That was the high in my current balance. Net weekly profit and blah blah blah. So the things that I look at right here: winning day trade percentage 83%, number of days to get there 12. Going across some of the things that I look for right there: winning trade percentage. That's a little bit. That's not bad. 58%, 3-2 matched the wins, the losses, and this was a little bit lower than I'm accustomed to, but you can still see average win duration was about 12 minutes and the average loss duration was about 7 minutes. So this is because the ADR has moved up, the velocity, the volatility of the market itself has increased, and therefore you're not in the trade as long as a low volatile market where you would be in longer on a winning trade, but still would be out quicker on a losing trade. So this still is operational. So anyway, I wanted to let you see the trade report here as you see it come out, and each day is accounted for inside your trade report. So hopefully all that is helpful to you. As I talked about before, you get 2 emails coming from TopStepTrader. One is sent from Michael, and the other one, John Hoagland is talking to you and trying to get you to understand why you might want to pick the pro account over the funded account. And I think I've covered the main reasons. If you are extremely confident in what you're doing and you don't have to pay and you're ready to pay all the exchange fees and you own Ninja and all that other stuff, then you can elect to go straight into funded. So don't think that you can't go straight to funded. It's just that if you do fail in funded, you're going all the way back to step one. Now the pro account over here, the biggest advantage that you got is there is no dollar exchanges on the exchange fees. So you're not paying 105 on top. There is no dollar amount. There is no monthly fees coming out. You're able to build up this account up to your simulated $5,000, and they're going to turn that into real money for you. And you can go and actually, you can go and like I talked about, I'm going to take $3,000 probably to use in the funded account, and I'm going to pay myself $2,000 and pay myself real money. That's kind of the goal that I want to do. But more importantly, on the pro account, you're going to go back to step 2. So you're going to be back to FTP basically. You're going to be back to FTP and only have to pay $99 reset, as opposed to, in this case, having to go back to step 1, open up the monthly fee at $150, and then any resets that you had to go and pick if you were in the 30K account. I hope that helps, and I hope that is helpful for you. Once again, that's kind of the reasons behind why I'm doing what I'm doing. And all right, I guess that's kind of the reason why I picked the pro account. So I picked the pro account to go to move forward. Now there's an FAQ. I don't want to show the whole thing, but there's an FAQ that you can get here too. But I think the most important component right here is this little box that talks about the advantages of picking the Pro account. All right, that'll be it for this week. I hope you had a great trading week as well. This is Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next video I put together. Bye for now.